Thank you for joining me here today, and what a beautiful day it is. And welcome to my response to Father Mike on I don't get anything out of Mass, or Mass is boring, why should I go to Mass? So Father Mike, I come in Christian love to you and all the viewers, and I was called over 20 years ago to consecrate the Eucharist within the Catholic Church, and our beloved Mary has been helping me on this journey. So I was watching one of your clips, and you were going up and down the stage, you were talking to a large number of people, and you were really trying to get the point across as to why people should go to Mass, how important the Eucharist is. And when I was watching you, I thought, oh, this poor man, like he's almost tearing his hair out. And I thought, I've got to help this man. I really felt for you, Father Mike, I did, because myself being called to be a priest, I can understand that once you have that passion, once you've been given that gift, once you know the knowledge of how powerful Eucharist is, I thought, how can we get more people to Mass? Found the answer to why some people are not going to Mass. It was an encyclical letter that the Pope had written to the priests of Rome. Pope Francis is specifically talking about the Holy Spirit's role in guiding all those within the Vatican and under the Vatican's umbrella. He says, "And now, dear brothers, I wonder in this time of ours, what does the Lord ask of us? Where are we led by this Spirit that has anointed us and sent us as apostles of the gospel?" And he says in this letter, "I want to tell you that it worries me when we lapse into forms of clericalism, when perhaps without realizing it, we let people see that we are superior, privileged, placed above, and therefore separated from the rest of God's holy people." Pope Francis is making it quite clear that he is very concerned about this form of clericalism. Even Pope Francis says, makes priests detached and haughty. Pope Francis goes on to say that to free ourselves from this temptation, it is good for us to listen to what the prophet Ezekiel says to the shepherds. "You eat the fat, you clothe yourselves with the wool, you slaughter the fatlings, but you do not feed the sheep." What's Pope Francis saying here? The weak you have not strengthened, the sick you have not healed, the strayed you have not brought back, the lost you have not sought, and with force and harshness you have ruled them. 34:3-4. It brings me no joy, Father Mike, to be reading this, and it just goes on and on. So why aren't people coming? If we have a pope that describes his priests as being completely separated from the laity, of seeing themselves as superior, proud, haughty, in some kind of special place, that do not feed the sheep, that do not heal the broken. But Pope Francis says more than that. He says, what has this to do with me? Let everyone do what they will. My sustenance is safe, and my honour too. I have enough milk and wool, so let each one do as he likes. If we have a pope who really believes that priests are no longer looking after the people, but looking after themselves, then why are not people coming to Mass? We have a pope that does not believe in his priests. We have a pope who is saying those representatives that are there to consecrate the Eucharist are not really there for the people. And that is why, Father Mike, they are not coming to Mass. And those that are coming should be welcomed. Father Mike, it brought me no joy to read that letter. I want the Catholic Church to be a healthy, wonderful, giving, loving, inclusive church. And Father Mike, surely you must not blame the people that are coming to Mass and, think, oh, they're just sitting there and I'm doing all the work. No, they're not. They're not for you. They're simply there for the Eucharist, and that's what you've been called to do. So here is my answer for those people who do not want to go to Mass or do not believe there's anything there. There is a beautiful God who sees the corruption in the church. God sees it, and it is not a reflection of God. So we just have to pray that whoever is consecrating the Eucharist today, that they are good men and that they do truly believe. And Father Mike, of course, I do believe you're a very good priest. You obviously are very passionate about the people, about the Eucharist, about God. I want to thank you for listening, and I hope I've helped someone today. And Father Mike, please do not think that I believe all priests are like this. But obviously, there is a deep need for renewal. And Pope Francis says that will come through following the Holy Spirit. Very true words. And I thought to myself, when this changes in the church, and I am a priest, I want to welcome the people that are coming. I want to welcome them and say, come to the church, because I am so happy and God is so happy to have you there. And when they are sitting on those seats, in my heart, I'm going to be saying, thank you. Thank you for believing. Thank you for coming here and allowing me to consecrate the Eucharist, the Holy of Holies, for you. I want to thank you for listening to me today, and I hope you have a wonderful day.